Hello, hello, what's up? I'm starting right now and we're going to watch some videos like as usual. And right now I'm just searching what to find. Maybe I will find some interesting material about the news, about the drama and stuff. So we'll see, we'll see. Okay, I found one, I think. That's a right-wing faceless YouTuber called Remnant. So I'm going to watch this guy right now. Yeah. Wait a sec. Welcome to the stream. Okay, I'm going to find the right video right now. I just lost it. I'm dummy. Ah, yeah, okay, I found it.
While you guys are at home sitting on your asses,
So,
I just took
this
a
video
private
is
jet out to LA with
titled
$1 million.
like I investigated Dean Withers' shady online crypto courses. So he's apparently the Andrew Tate clone. So let's see. I honestly don't like the Andrew Tate and all of this repeal stuff. So yeah, gonna react on this clone
Living
of
my
the
dream
clown.
life. What are you doing? Nothing. When I opened up the pre-order for my e-Bible, which goes over effectively every single way I've been able to live my dream life at 17 years old by making money online, the University of E-Business will be a completely interactive online independent platform in which students will be able to learn through various online courses by various coaches and instructors.
Dean Withers, he is an interesting figure,
yeah.
and as of late in the political commentating scene, he has risen to fame. You may have even seen one of his videos. He was on Can One Woke Team Survive
11
20
million?
Trump supporters, and
That's
it has
huge.
11 million views in just
That's
1
really
month.
huge.
And from this
Gosh.
video, he jump-started his career into political commentating. He's even gone on to debate other political commentators. Dean, he is very smart. He is very educated, in my opinion. But after digging a bit further into him, I found some extremely questionable things he promoted. First off, I want to make things very clear and
Online
fully
scams.
transparent. I am right-wing. I don't agree with Dean politically, but the purpose of this video is not at all because I disagree with him or that I have anything against him. On the contrary, I really enjoyed watching his debates, seeing him interact with different people, watching him grow in such a short period of time. It's very interesting to me.
followers.
I love that stuff. But as I mentioned before, tweets came up in my feed about Dean, and they honestly just made me very sad. On October 7th, tweets about him from Chief Trumpster would surface showing that he promoted an e-rich lifestyle. He claimed to provide knowledge on crypto,
E-rich
finances, online.
Ah, so that is the new the millionaires, like the new rich generation, e-rich lifestyle, digital nomad and stuff. That's cool, I think. That's what am I trying to be.
Revenue and other things, while pushing on a fake Andrew Tate bravado.
But of course the meaning here is twisted.
You're at home sitting on your asses. I just took a private jet out to LA
Yeah,
with $1
million. That is really twisted. Yeah, that's kind of the red pill shit.
in this rental passenger seats in a Coach duffel bag, couple grand in the lap. I'm about to go drop it at Louis Vuitton. Living my dream life. What are you doing?
What am I doing?
Nothing.
Sitting on my ass, eating some
And with this course, he would be
grishka.
selling an e-Bible he claims that cost him upwards of $8,750, and he was selling it for $250 for his e-Bible. But if you were to pre-order it, it would only be $175. I was personally very suspicious of these images and videos because so many people were going after him right now. He was under a lot of heat, so it wouldn't be that surprising if people faked these videos, faked these images, just to slander him. So I contacted Chief. I asked him, was he the person who found this? Where did he get this information? And he said
he
that he
respond?
digged it up and he found his Telegram and he linked it to me. So I joined, and sure enough, it had irrefutable evidence about everything he was saying. It was all true, and it was way worse than I thought it was. In this telegram, he claims that he was living the dream life. A 17-year-old making
17-year-old?
6 figures
Holy.
a month, meaning he's claiming
50,000 a month. Yeah, dream life indeed. But he'll burn out this quickly, I think.
that between
with
the
that
ages
kind
of
of
16 to 17,
money-wise
he made $1
spendings,
million. Don't
money-wise,
worry, I
you
was
know.
extremely poor last year myself. I've never heard anybody make these claims before. He was claiming to be a millionaire and selling you courses on how to become rich. I have been able to successfully scale up my income.
Selling the courses of how become rich while becoming rich on the selling courses. The really old scheme.
To 6 figures a month online in less than 12 months using vital skills and
Very, very
principles
old
I want to
scheme.
share with each and every single one of you.
The University of eBusiness will be a completely interactive online independent platform in which students will be able to learn through various online courses by various coaches and instructors. Do not miss out on the opportunity. We will be opening up pre-sales tomorrow. The price being public as well. More information coming very soon. I'm very happy about this, and I hope that every single one of you are as well, because this will literally change your f***ing life.
And these were the images he tried
Yeah,
to
of
use
course,
in
will
order
change
to
the
attract
life
people
to
to
the
buy.
worst because they will lose the money they will invest. I'm 100% sure that will happen. That's all video basically about the crypto scam.
His course, posing with fancy cars, holding up and flexing tons of money, wearing excessive amounts of jewelry. All of this is extremely questionable. We don't actually know if this is legitimate or not. It could be that he just rented out a car and filmed himself in front of it, all to convince you to buy his courses, to buy his book, so he can quote unquote fast track your income. Following up with him saying, I don't care about the money I make from this book, which he's selling at $250 each. I'm sorry, that's absolutely a lie. You do care about the money. Otherwise, you would be selling this book, assuming it's legitimate, at $30 a pop. A standard fair price, not $250. You obviously care about money. You're flexing all of the money you apparently have, though I cannot prove is fake or real, because I don't want to be held legally liable if I were to say anything. I'm just
I
reporting.
mean, that kind
what
of money and earned the honest way, even with kind of AI. I mean, not AI, sorry. The digital fame, from digital fame, just the 50K months. That's really, really huge, absolutely huge amount of money. And without the scamming, it's almost unreal to have if you don't have the really, really large audience. But maybe I don't know something. Let's see.
found, and everybody here can make up their own decision. Do you think it's legitimate? Do you think he was fast-tracking people's money and turning teenagers into millionaires? Whatever it might be. He even has on the book cover a testimony. I made $5,000 in my first month and $20,000 in my
In the
second
first month,
All
he's
this
so much
is a
bullshitting. He's so much bullshitting.
one-to-one
I swear.
copy of Andrew Tate's Hustlers University. You can even see his previous TikTok account,
yeah,
which is
copy
not
and
listed
paste
in the server, mind you.
hustles
On his
scam.
Discord server, he has a list of accounts that he has, but no mention of Dean Withers, which previously existed. Gotta sweep that one under the rug. And on this previous TikTok account, he had a fake Andrew Tate persona that, in his own words, was a failed marketing ploy, which means it was acting, it was dishonest behavior, and that is extremely concerning. It shows that he's willing to lie and fake who he is in order to make money off of his followers. He's a failed young Andrew Tate, in his own words.
Here's
Failed
something I
young
want to
Andrew
explain
Tate.
to each and every single one
Yeah,
of you.
by his
When I
own
opened up
words,
the
I don't
pre-order
think
for
that
my
he's
e-Bible, which
failed.
goes
But let's see what he will
Failed
say.
young Andrew Tate, in his own words.
There's something I want to explain to each and every single one of you. When I opened up the pre-order for my e-Bible, which goes over effectively every
E-Bible.
single way I've been able to live
17
my
years
dream
old, by
life
the way.
at 17 years old by making money online, as well as all of these common and not so common methods of making money online, a Bible dedicated to the pure explanation of how to make money online in every single way, majority of the people that reacted to it simply bit it because I was selling it for a profit. Now, why is this wrong? You are paying.
I mean,
you are making
yeah,
an
of course. That's okay to sell the courses. It's okay to sell just any digital product if it is legit, if it is not contained from the basic takes and from the stuff you can also search in the internet in a few clicks. So if it is not a scammy product, if it is actually a legit product from the person who has the real proficiency in it, so that's cool, that's okay, but I don't think that he's that person.
and information that effectively you could turn around, use that information to make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 100, 200,
But I'm biased, I
1,000
think, because of the title of the video and his appearance.
fold the original amount you invested, and you are bit it. You could go to McDonald's and spend $15 for a lunch. You will never get those $15 back. You will not multiply that $15 at any fold. It's the same way with paying for a video game, paying for a movie, paying for literally anything, because we live in a society where you have to pay for stuff, and you don't bit that. But the majority of you guys bit at having to pay for information in which you could exponentially increase the amount you paid for it. That is insane to me.
I mean, look at these images. He even copied the photo shoots and positions of Andrew Tate.
Yeah,
he
exactly,
was
the
trying
clone.
so incredibly hard to become Andrew
Clone.
Tate, a white pretty boy version of Andrew Tate, and he failed at it. He even said that he started his own university to compete with Tate's. He called it the University of E-Business, which is totally legit. It's going to make you rich, my friend, right?
Think of my University of E-Business as a cornerstone to developing you as a person, as well as your income online and your skill set. The university will teach highly specific skills, such as influencer management and advanced cryptocurrency trading, as well as more generalized and basic ones, such as Amazon FBA or Shopify e-commerce. I believe that going into individual trades and how to make money online is important. I also believe what is even more important is getting your mindset in the right place and growing your mindset through the right principles. Another cornerstone of the platform will be teaching these principles.
The generic,
You know,
the generic inspirational stuff.
Boy, what could he possibly mean by mindset?
I posted that video not even 2 minutes ago. and it
Here,
already
mindset there. Yeah, we all heard these phrases.
has 2 thumbs down. Your ego is the problem. Accept the ridicule. Learn from the ridicule.
I mean, it's actually hard to criticize him from the point that he's actually the 17-year-old boy. So he has the really long time to actually change his behavior to good after the backlash. So I think we need to make this backlash to actually make this guy think. Dean, think. But yeah, I don't think that the critique should be too harsh on him just because of his age and because of his mind isn't that isn't that fixated right now, isn't that just stuck in that kind of formula of getting wealth. Hopefully he will turn to the better path of creating the content and stuff. But of course I can be jealous, of course, because I'm for now like nobody in the internet, but still.
Grow from the ridicule.
And this went as well as you could guess. All of this on his Telegram lasted for approximately 2 months, May of 2022 to July of 2022. Approximately 3 months later in October, he posted his oldest video on a different account, ditching and leaving his previous one named Dean.Withers to It's Dean. That's when he made the oldest video that is on his TikTok account right now, 3 months after this. Hey, quick interruption. I'm gonna shamelessly self-promote right here, but if you need a video editor, feel free to reach out to me on Twitter right here. Anyways, let's get back to the video. And what was even more strange was after Chief found all this information, publicly posted it, mentioned Dean many times on Twitter, other accounts even saw this themselves, even Tristan Tate messaged him. All of these tweets, they are unavoidably in his face. He knows about them. He has seen them. Yet right when all this blew up, on October 7th, he decided to leave and take a break from Twitter on October 8th, and he wouldn't resume until October 16th. Now, it could be that there are multiple reasons why he left. He said that Twitter was affecting his mental health. He just apologized for saying the F word and the N word. But again, he has yet to respond. He has yet to disavow any of this, say that he's changed at all, say why he did these things, show that he is actually successful in any way with the things he was talking about. And after you see all this information on Dean, you never watch him the same. It never feels the same. It's like I'm watching a career politician give a speech about something they don't actually believe in or are enthusiastic about, especially with the way he treats people. It feels so disingenuous. For example, with his debate with Emily, he starts off with,
Having some fun out here in LA, hoping to have a good conversation today. You know, regardless of where you're at, what side of the aisle you fall on, there's going to be people that disagree with you and hate you for it. And, you know, that's just a reality that we can hopefully change, you know, through conversations like these.
and then proceeds to abrasively, personally attack people, unprovoked, mind you.
Sure. Well, first of all, 63% of women that do get never report it to the authorities in their lifetime because exists, and you know, people like you actively uphold that by denying the lived experiences of a victim who didn't just accuse a man of proved it in court.
I mean, if you watch the debate between him and Emily,
what?
Emily doesn't make a lot of great arguments, and the moderator was desperately trying to riz her up. I mean, it was pretty funny to watch.
Yeah, and then you said
If you want to fight Emily right now, I would have to defend her.
well, don't
And
worry,
I would beat your ass. And I
I
would defend you. I just want to let you know.
I do not want to fight Emily.
No,
I was like,
I'm
I've
just
been
letting
in
you know.
many
Like,
fights
if you
in my
want to
life.
get to her,
I tend to
you
handle
gotta get
myself
through me.
quite well.
You got to get through me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
It really felt like a 2v1. But when you proceed to aggressively attack people, that's not a discussion. That isn't a conversation you're having. You're just attacking and fighting. If you truly want to have a discussion, to have open
I
conversation,
mean, yeah, of course, that just attacking the people during the debates on whatever topic is just straight up barbaric action, and it shouldn't be a thing. And in the Eastern Europe, in Russia and post-Soviet kind of space, we are saying that is the just Eastern Europe polemic. So he is doing pretty much same here, but what did he exactly say? Let me rewatch it.
unprovoked, mind you.
Sure. Well, first of all, 63% of women that do get never report it to the authorities in their lifetime
Okay.
because exists, and
I don't know what is this culture. Yeah, I don't want to pronounce the full sentence, but I don't know what this culture actually is. So let me see. Let me knowledge check myself. So the G in the grape is changing on the R at the first letter. Okay.
And people like you actively uphold that.
People like you. Okay, I see now. People like you. That's quite of aggressive statement. Yeah, I do see why the how this guy's name actually, once again, Remnant. Yeah, how the Remnant actually said about this guy, and why did the Remnant actually call this guy an insult person? People like you directly attacks and puts her on the defensive. He provokes her on purpose. Okay.
By
okay,
denying
I
the
see.
lived experiences of a victim who didn't just accuse an animal, proved it in court.
I mean, if you watch the debate between him
Yeah,
and
that
Emily,
sucks,
Emily
that
doesn't
sucks.
make a lot of great arguments. And the moderator was desperately trying to rizz her up. I mean, it was pretty funny to watch.
Yeah, and then you
Who's
said
her
If you
up?
want to fight Emily right now, I would have to defend her.
Oh,
and I would
okay,
beat your ass.
okay.
And I would defend you. I just want to let you know.
I do not want to fight Emily.
No,
I was like,
I'm
I've
just
been
letting
in
you
Actually,
many fights in
you
my
want to
life.
get to her.
I tend to
you
handle
gotta-
I'm
myself
first
well.
time
You gotta
seeing all of these people,
Get
but
through me. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
let's
It really
continue.
felt like a 2v1. But when you proceed to aggressively attack people, that's not a discussion. That isn't a conversation you're having. You're just attacking and fighting. If you truly want to have a discussion, to have open conversation, to persuade anybody, you could easily word these things in a much kinder and presentable way.
yes, exactly,
If you truly wanted
exactly.
to have conversations
how it
and to
should
stop
be.
the divide.
Not
After all, he's
not the phrasing like the people like you. It's so obnoxious.
said that he stopped being conservative because of Trump. Trump was too divisive for him. That was his wake-up call, apparently. All of this feels so strange and unnatural to me, as a man who has changed his beliefs a lot on many things, especially for Trump. I, know that there are
once again, he's just 17. Come on, he can change his beliefs like million times, but it will be better if he will be more stable in his behavior when he will be 25 at least.
many people who stopped voting Republican because of Trump. He was too divisive. But I have not met a single person who stopped considering themselves as a conservative, as right-wing, because of a politician, because of Trump. They are no longer Republican, but that doesn't change your underlying ideology. Only who you vote for, only which party you're going to be a part of. This is so strange to me.
I feel like there's got to be a main point or trigger that was like, okay.
Okay, man. I see. Dude is sus, you think? I actually first time seeing all of these guys, but yeah, I mean, grape stuff. That is just the different word of the R word, right? So yeah. I mean, that's just fucked up, I think. All of this discussion is fucked up, basically. Yeah. About him just trying to insult the other
This is
members
why
of the
I'm gonna side
conversation
here.
and
This is
the
why I'm
way
gonna
of
support
he's talking.
This,
It's just
this
not
person.
how it's supposed to be.
So
I
what?
think.
What was the main thing that was like? You know what? This is it. Both your
Regardless
parents are
of
Trump
the
supporters.
conversational
So
topic.
there's something that clicked where you're like, you know what? This isn't for me, or I don't support these people.
Well, I think one of the first things that clicked was the fact that Donald Trump had caused division in America. I remember when he was president and like being a Trump supporter, and then the first conscious thought that I had about politics was, well, I kind of like him, but he's caused so much division in America. The American people are so split. Nothing is getting done. We're regressing backwards because of his inability to actually lead us as a unit. And then I kind of started to develop more like nuanced takes on why I don't like him, why he's a bad person, and why his
You
politics.
just-
Where did you?
It feels like an answer somebody
Spelling
would give
the
who tries to
woke-
pretend as if they've changed their
Really
beliefs.
woke takes.
as if-
Just who will the better leader, Kamala or the Trump? I mean, I'm not an American, of course. It's not my cup of tea here, but still, from the perspective of the future of not only the US but the whole world, I think that Trump will be much better than Kamala.
Their change, their swap from their beliefs was organic. It wasn't fake. And it's also not only that he changes the way he talks to people, where he snaps from nice to very aggressive and mean, but just how he talks to people after the debates.
Wait, am I lagging? Okay, I'm not lagging right now. So yeah, let's continue.
Nice to very aggressive and mean, but just how he talks to people after the debates, after he's interactive with them, it's so fishy to me. In his TikToks, he likes to talk about people after the debates and highlight his best moments, and he's always extremely pretentious. I mean, can you imagine debating someone who treated you fairly alright throughout the debate, and then seeing them say this about you on their TikTok?
Clips of my debate with Emily Wilson, which is the woman that told us she'd be okay with slavery.
The argument was literally about abortion and how she is inferior of it if people want it in their state, and she fell for a basic bait he set up. Okay.
Have been going viral all over the internet, and I thought that I'd come on here and share some of my thoughts about the filming
Yeah,
experience and
kinda
how I
clever.
think things went.
But
First and foremost, I didn't expect her to end her own career over the course of a 2-hour discussion in 4K for millions of people to see.
Like, look, she did not defend her points well at all, and she mainly used anecdotal evidence. But holy shit, the change in demeanor is reminiscent of
this guy isn't authentic, that he's changing the position every 5 seconds and not actually arguing for something really, just how it called in English even. Just not holding the position for too long. So I mean, you can change the position. Of course, that feels shady, but I'm still have to just dig into the actual arguments to know the context, because right now it's hard for me to defend one or another because I don't basically know the whole discussion and the whole just context. So
fake
yeah, but of course that kind of behavior is just not good at all.
me. It's all a facade, because we know he said it himself. He's willing to fake who he is, what he believes, in order to make money. You can't trust people like that. I don't have a problem with
Wait. What is going on right now? Am I lagging still? Wait, not lagging. My freaking tab is... Yeah, thank you, dude. Thank you very much for the support. We'll be glad to have you here. Yeah, I'm just usually watching some different videos about the topic I'm interested in, basically about like drama news and other stuff I'm usually watching. Like I'm watching some scientific videos about the animals as well, so if you will be interested, you can just go and watch with me.
People getting into politics to make money. Political commentators do that all the time. They do it for money. Yeah, no shit. Everybody does that. But if you have a history of
But
selling
yeah, I'm
very
just starting streaming, so I'm figuring out what is better, what is worse to do. So yeah, just figuring out what what to do to be better as the content creator.
suspicious courses and ebooks, faking who you are, putting on an Andrew Tate bravado of all things to make money. I frankly can't trust what you say. Editor's note: after I was working on the video, I was able to ask Dean a question on Discord. And frankly, I would have asked him more questions and even better questions if I could, if I actually prepared. But it caught me off guard. I'm simply asking questions that address real concerns, and I would love to get his side of the story. But news to me, since I don't use TikTok, he has apparently addressed this a couple of times on TikTok Live. I don't really know anything about TikTok. I don't watch TikTok. The only thing I know about Dean is from what I've seen on YouTube. People really got angry at me simply for asking questions, real questions. I mean, if anybody else made these huge claims with such little evidence to support the things they say, they would be called scam artists. Nobody would believe them. But because he says things they like, I guess they just give him a pass. And they get very angry at anyone who simply asks questions. I didn't even attack anyone. But unfortunately, they only got angry at me, saying I'm behind and I should know these things, even though I've looked several times. As of recording this video, nobody else on YouTube has made a video going into depth about this. I have yet to see any, so I'm making it for people on YouTube, because not everybody lives on TikTok or watches live streamers on TikTok. I didn't even really know that was a thing. I was watching on Twitter to see if he would actually say anything, and he didn't on there. And apparently they don't deserve a response according to one person, because fuck the fans, am I right? Only if you're a TikToker do you deserve any sort of explanation. And the defenses they gave were really bad. The person here said that only 3 people apparently bought it, which means this actually failed. He spent over $8,000, and he got paid at most $250 per purchase. That's a negative right there. This person also claims that it was only about web development, which is bullshit. He was advertising crypto guides. He was going to give you advice for being an influencer, fast track your money. This is not...
Okay, that's just... it just goes to the scamming your own audience on some shady courses and crypto influencing scams. Yeah, I get it.
My friend. And just because a company
what is the conclusion here?
Doesn't mean anything. Also, the person he copied, who is a scam artist...
Yeah, exactly. So that's basically what is the topic of the video. Like, the guy is copying the biggest scammer right now. One of them, at least. So, yeah, that's fucked up, and the result is pretty much obvious here.
Who is taking advantage of his own audience. It's not really a good look when the person you're imitating is a scam artist, has actually a better defense for Hustlers University than Dean does for his university. Tate would say it's legit because if it was a scam, why would they remain subscribed? Why would they keep coming back? It was obviously a scam though, because he would tell you how to be free from the matrix, become rich, and he would teach you things like how to garage sell, along with cryptocurrency guides, just like Dean. When Tate does a scam, everybody calls him out. But if Dean claims he's going to sell the exact same things, mimic Tate to the best of his abilities, then it's fine. He's probably a changed person. We've moved past this somehow. Don't question it, just keep moving along, folks. And the problem I have with this is, why would you support a person who fakes who they are, swaps their personalities out like clothing?
I mean, fakes... that's a really broad term in the media, because many people are actually faking their personality, but the question is in what extent they're faking. So maybe the people are just exaggerating their reactions to get the views more excited about what are they talking about, how do they behave, and etc. And that seems fine, but the whole words, what they are spelling, and the whole just content what they're creating, that should be genuine. Otherwise, it's just bullshitting, and it doesn't make a good look for them, and it's really easy to confuse yourself with the lies and confuse the audience and just be relevant at the end.
in order to make money from their followers. That's dishonest behavior. So how could you trust what he says after he finally puts on a pair of clothes that people like, that sells more than 3 books? And there are plenty of better people on the left you can listen to. People who display better character, in my opinion. You can disagree with them. You can think low of them if you want. Like Destiny, for example. Everybody calls him a but at least he isn't selling you crypto courses online and trying to make money from it and going into politics after that immediately fails on him. You can't trust these people, and there are better people out there.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
of course. You can disagree with the political views. You can disagree with opinion of the any person you face, but if the person is just straightforward scamming other people, that's just fucked up, and that person is not trusty. That's it. I can actually speak with the people who are who have the different views on politics, on the life, etc. But if they are becoming really obnoxious, if they are trying to attack me on my just persona, on just to attack me, my family, or just be rude and obnoxious, then I'm escaping this conversation, and I don't want to speak with that kind of people anymore. So this is mostly about the culture of the debate and discussion, and the cultural background of the people themselves who are debating. So it's more about how do they actually saying stuff and how do they behave in the polemic than the actual takes than they are saying. I mean, I'm saying it in terms of the who is the most credential person in the just in the behavior of the people. If the person behaving cocky, then he just have to go. That's it.
tell you the exact same thing you can tell to people who admire tapes. There are plenty of better people out there you can follow, you can watch, that are not extremely questionable and fake who they are in order to gain money. Anyways, that's all for this video. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out the rest of my channel. I do not make exposed videos like
Radical ideologies. Okay. So next video. Okay. Let's see something about the cinema right now.
Weird things occur.
I lately started to watching Zdefy. He's the guy who is reviewing some characters of the movies. So yeah, I'm liking the to watch his content recently. Let's see what he got here. I found the creepiest god in cinema history and I can't sleep. Okay, let's watch.
Imagine a group of 4 friends who are all trauma-stricken take a trip to a Scandinavian woodland, a forest in Sweden, and they would start to see very, very weird things occur here. They would start to see elks being mounted on trees, as if they've been strung up there. They'd start to feel
Creepiest
that they're
god must be a Jotun, right?
being stalked by a
Scandinavian
sinister presence,
mythology.
some kind of entity that they can't even see. They would start to realize they're in a time loop. The forest seems to never end. They start getting into fights with each other about which route they should take and what shortcut will lead them somewhere, but it never ends. The forest seems to be a prison. Reality itself is being altered in real time. They don't even trust their senses. They think they are hallucinating. They see a house, this cabin-like thing in the forest, which seems to be ritualistic in nature. There seems to be a shrine there. In their tents, they hear sounds outside until some of their friends start going missing. Now, some of you may ask, is this the Blair Witch? Is this a sequel to the Blair Witch movies? No, I wish it was. I wish the Blair Witch movies would stop freaking beating around the bush and just get to what that being is. I want to see the goddamn Blair Witch properly. And I'll make a whole video on her origin story, but this is not the Blair Witch. You see, this is something worse. They start realizing, okay, shit's actually bad now. Maybe this isn't all in our head, because they start seeing their friends getting hung up too. I can't show what this is because YouTube will demonetize me, but still. They get kidnapped by a cult.
Did they hang up
who's
by
established a
themselves or that creature hanged them up?
community in the middle of the woods. A cult that worships a specific entity, a god. And our main character, who has witnessed terrible trauma prior to the events of this film, he's told by one of the cult members, look, it's simple. You're marked. You have to make the choice. Either you worship our god or you die. Simple. You get hung up on the trees like your friends did. You start seeing glimpses of this terrifying entity, and then we finally see it. When you think of gods, what do you think of? I bet you're not thinking of this. What? This eldritch abomination is the god that they worship.
I thought that my internet is lagging again, but that's just his video apparently.
A being who has the head that's a torso of a man and looks like a
Yeah, that's
mutated
really
elk
creepy.
combined with
That's so
something out of
creepy.
Lovecraft. I don't even know.
I actually didn't see the Jotun closely. I thought he was just the twisted deer, but he's even more twisted than I thought.
It's known as a motor. I don't know how to pronounce
Motor?
shit. Okay? It's known as a
Okay, not
motor.
Jotun?
And this
okay,
motor is
Jotun.
apparently a Jotun, a race
Uh-huh.
of giants or trolls in this
A
in Norse
race? Even a race? I thought that's a singular giant or some stuff.
mythology that was often in conflict with the gods. All right. Now, when you think of this, you're like, oh, Jotunheim, the Frost Giants from the MCU, yay! No, this is not that. This is not that at all.
But
This is something infinitely more
yeah.
terrifying. This is anything but a goddamn Frost Giant. This is the offspring of Loki. Yes, this pretty boy.
I'm just currently watching some video about the creepiest god in cinema, which appear to be the Jotun. So yeah,
Fucked something and gave birth to that. But Norse mythology Loki is a bit different than MCU
Yeah,
Loki.
that's
You see,
something, that's
this
something.
being can turn into
Prevent is
anything and
fine.
fuck anything he wants.
can teach you some
He's not
more.
watered down like MCU Loki
you
is.
want
He
to.
will fuck anything and make anything. And you see, when we explore what this creature is, Motor, it starts to get even creepier. He's worshipped by a cult, Trauma is the key word here. All these cult members have experienced trauma, and they've all been.
I'm saying как дела? Yeah, that will be how are you. So I can make you a sentence to you have a more just I don't know how to how to say it. Just I will say some more. Сегодня я встал с кровати и пошел есть. For example, today I get up from the bed and went to eat. So something like this. And actually, the Russian language. Yeah. That's hard to repeat, I think. The language usually in the West is portrayed like really harsh, like what are you doing today? I'm looking for vodka in the closed supermarket. So something like this, but that is mostly the exactly slang, but not the actual Russian speech. I mean, not the slang, but the how Russians are speaking on the English, like the Russian accent. Yeah, this word. So yeah, but the actual Русский sounds much lighter. So yeah, как дела? Хорошо. There are basic words. Пока. That will be goodbye. Доброй ночи. Good night. Something like this. You can just watch some stuff. I mean, watch how to translate it from the English to Russian on the Google, and it will spell you. But if you want something more complicated, you can write this. Yeah. I mean, if you want to impress somebody, you can just spell some Russian, maybe. Yeah, maybe you will reach the girl like this. I don't know. Or if you will try to spell something on Russian accent, I've heard that will help you to get rid of the bullies or some shit. So yeah, you can use the Russian how you want. I mean, even just the little kind of hints.
Trapped in a forest and chosen and selected and given the choice, worship or die. He will stalk groups of people who are idiotic and enter the forest, and he will find the one.
Yeah. Actually, I know the English alphabet way better than the Russian alphabet. Like, for example, the Russian alphabet will be A, B, V, G, D, E, J, Ž, Z, I, I краткая К, Л, М, Н, О. Fuck, I forgot. Let A, B, V, G, D, E, J, Z, I, К, Л, М, Н, О. П, Р, С, Т, У, Ф, Х, Ц, Ч, Щ. Твердый знак, мягкий знак, Ю, Я. Yeah, like that. I'm always forgetting in the middle of this. Yeah, I just started streaming, so I'm just new here, trying to figure out how it works, what to do. Let me see, the Russian alphabet. Alphabet. Not. Yeah, okay. How to stretch it? I don't know how to stretch it actually. Maybe like this. So yeah, this will be pronounced like A, B, V, G, D, E, J, Ž, Z, I краткая. Actually, yeah, that's a weird vowel because we are usually just spelling ye but meaning yo, and I mean not spelling, but we are writing just yeah without these dots, so we get rid of this of this vowel on the text, yeah, like this, like I краtka K L M N O P R S T U F. Actually, that could be really confusing for the English speakers to actually have the B. You're looking on this letter and seeing like B, but that is actually V. And we have some tricks like this. There are some other, let me see. No, wait. Okay, maybe that's just one. Yeah, that's just normal A, like A. And yeah, let's continue like O, P. Yeah, that's not P, that's R, that's R. Yeah, like this. S, T, U, P, Х, Ц, Ща, Ща, Ша, Ща, вернее. Actually, these are basically how it's called. That's a palatalization to make the sound of the consonant lighter, and that is making the consonant actually harsher. Actually, can I come up right now with the examples? It's actually tricky to come up with the examples right from the top of my head. Yeah, indeed, longer. Yeah, слова с твердым знаком. Въезжать. Yeah, that's making the V harder than it would be without this letter. Like without this, you would say like въезжать, but it's not a word. The word is въезжать. В. А не въезжать. That's this could be confusing, and words with the palatalization side. Yeah, like yeah, exactly. The word will change its meaning if you will remove this sign. For example, like banka, that's a jar, and banka, that's a sauna. So the N became palatalized, and that's how we can change the word basically by saying this thing. So yeah, like this. And also, okay, maybe just alphabet will be too boring. Let me pronounce some weird ass shit on Russian. The really long words. Your mind will be cracked right now. Длинные слова на русском. Yeah, the longest word of the Russian language, according to the Guinness Record book, is It's even will be hard for me to spell. She 35 letters actually. Превысокомногорассмотрительствующий. Превысокомногорассмотрительствующий. That means Jesus. That not Jesus. That means like somebody is considering something. Something like this. It's your QWERTY keyboard. Yeah, I do have the Russian keyboard. You can watch it like this one. I do have the Russian below the English letters. And what else? And some even more weird word. But I think that is the medical term. We are not usually spelling it. I don't think even medical workers are spelling it actually. Yeah, I saw this one before. I googled it just for fun. That's really hard. That's 55 letters. Can you imagine? Wait, does this mean how are you? No. That's not not even a sentence actually. Let me spell let me write it. Yeah, that will be как дела. Like this. I just want to spell it somehow. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Тетрагидропиранилциклопентилитрогидроприродопридиновые. Okay, that's just too wild. Even the превысокомногорассмотрительствующий will be easier to spell. Yeah. Actually, the spelling in Russian and how do you write can differ, but not as much as on English. Actually, I'm still confused how to write certain words in English because when I'm pronouncing certain words on English, I can just write the different word like buy and in the meaning of buying something, buying to your to your cart or something like this, and buy means farewell. So the spelling are different, but the word is the word is just the same. We do have such stuff as well. Yeah. Like maybe, for example, okay, I don't think I will come up with anything, but I'm pretty sure that we do have such stuff. So maybe let's switch to some language topic. But actually, it's quite late here, so I will be off after like 20 minutes ish. Yeah. Yeah, I do have it. I do have it. But it didn't really help me still. I worked as a lawyer before for about a few years because become lawyer in Russia is really easy. We don't have the bar here, and to practice law, we just have to have the diploma. And exactly, we have to have the diploma to represent the interests of the client in the like arbitrational court, even in the lower courts, in the not the arbitration court, but in some like the district courts. We don't even need the diploma to actually represent the interests. So yeah, man, I cannot I cannot answer you this question. I mean, legally robbing, that's not a thing. That's like an oxymoron. I mean, there are many should be tricks, but I've never digged into something illegal, shady stuff. I'm trying to be the just citizen who is not doing some shit. Yeah. So let's just continue to watch the video. You can. Yeah, I'm currently living in Russia right now, but to be honest, the conditions here are not that good because the recent case is that in all Russia, the phone internet has been shut down or slowed or anything. I basically don't have the access to the phone internet. You think why? Because the freaking drones are flying. I mean, I cannot really say much about current situation, but I hope you know what I mean. How can I react to this? So yeah, I just have to pick my words really in the nice way, I would say so. But actually, I found out that okay, I don't think actually I will suggest even. No, 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 no. I don't want. I don't want to show my feet here. So yeah, I just have to shut up about rushing about most of the cases, but I can just spell some stuff, and you know, it's just mostly miserable to live here. If I'm just saying it's just shortly. Because of many things, and for example, even in the little stuff, in the little just basic stuff, when I'm just going up from my home, I'm living in the just regular five floor building, and I'm just seeing the feces right in front of the entrance. I mean, the door gate, and and nobody is cleaning it. I mean, I could just clean it myself, like a civilian who is not who is just curious about the environment and so on, but I'm just knowing that there will be more shit as well. So I'm just okay, well, okay, well, that shit happens. shit happens. No, man. I'm just. I didn't say anything too harsh. And actually, some people are spelling even harsher words on Russia while being on social media. So I'm pretty much fine here. I didn't spell anything. Basically, I'm just spelled like general basics shit. Everybody knows that that is not the um, real revelation for the Russians that we are living in no not the best sometimes places, but yeah, there are some limitations to the speech, of course. Yeah, that's okay. It's nice to be the first one. Some bloggers are even spelling something bad about the government, but usually, when the people are spelling something really bad about the government, we do have the law about the how it translates, just the anti-spy law, basically, that every person who is speaking against the government is basically a spy, and it can be prosecuted by the criminal case afterwards if it will be um, actually claimed legally after the court hearings, of course, at the foreign agent. Yeah, foreign agent. That's how it's called. But that's controversial because actually the Russian law is more like not about just the law itself, but how it is actually on practice operating. Like you have the law of, for example, in America, and you have to obey the law. You have to just straight up be act according to this law, right? But in Russia, just the people in power can do something in favor, in their favor to um, do some stuff with law. I mean, I just I use the broad phrases, but I think you can imagine what the government, if they just um, want to change, for example, the law to punish mm, the people who are disagreeing with them, and they are making the law about the foreign agents who are basically everybody who are speaking anything about the government. Yeah, or if you want to ban the people who are speaking some bad stuff about the religion, you are creating the law about defense of the religion stuff, and basically if you will be saying some shit about the Orthodox Christianity, you will be fucked. So yeah, here is not even a shade of the free speech. Yeah, the more you know, the more you live, the more you know. Actually, if are you from US? South Africa. South Africa, I mean, I know that South Africa. Actually, are you white or are you just black? I mean, I'm totally a tolerant person. I'm just asking. Because I know that in the Southern Africa, the minority are the white people, and always has been, as I know. And uh, I found that the Nelson Mandela's just I just know that Nelson Mandela and all of these liberation stuff was quite controversial because the life quality of the people rapidly decreased, and he's basically the left-wing communist thing. So if I'm not mistaken, that's the same stuff like with the Rhodesia. But Rhodesia is like the the really the really shitty case, and in the right wing thing, the people are usually just making the statements about the Rhodesia, like how the modern world basically ruined the white society, white right-wing society in the Africa, which Rhodesia, I know that is like that is actually nearby the South Africa. It was like Rwanda right now, or I forgot. Okay, I mean, I'm just curious. I've heard that just he did some really controversial stuff, like Nelson Mandela, about just making overall living conditions worse. But of course, I'm not making the just confident statement here. I'm still just have to have a more clear picture, but that's the information from the sources what I've heard about before. I mean, I know that he basically made the people made the black people just more equal to the white people, like gave them more rights and so on and so forth. But I've heard that current state of the Southern Africa isn't so good because of the crime. Yeah. And I've heard that in the capital, in like central part, there are less crime, and that's basically it. But of course, I'm just assuming. I just heard some stuff. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying there's just something right, something wrong. I just uh, getting to be more knowledge about the topic of the Southern Africa, because I didn't dig deep about this. Yeah. Corruption is the really tough problem many country has have. I mean, yeah. And actually, I wanted to know, like, do every just do the majority people are speaking the English fluently in the Southern Africa because you are speaking English very well, and I know that in the Southern Africa the people are speaking Afrikaans or something. That's actually very good. That you have the advantage of the English speaking community, at least. That's really great because um, in Russia it's hard actually to get the knowledge about the English language because at schools and at the universities, if they're not specified on learning English, you will not get the uh, best education of the English language, and we do not have the environment to support it. So that's about this. But maybe actually, right now the English education went better because the education is modernizing. I hope so in the better way as well. Actually, in the worst way, it already modernized, but I'm not gonna spell about this. It will be too deep. Yeah. So the people usually just don't know the English. Yeah, they do teach English at school, and I have been taught English at school as well from the I think the fifth grade or even younger. I was really young when I started, but I'm pretty sure that the 90% of the people with which I was studying with don't know shit. But I actually got lucky that I've had a really nice teacher, and she taught me the irregular verbs at least really, really good. I'm still remembering the really many regular verbs right now. So yeah, I was lucky here, but not so many are lucky, and not so many are wanting to speak the English ever in Russia. So yeah. But I has been um, taught the English at school till the 2014, I think. Yeah. I has been graduated from school in the 2014, and I went to the school about like um in 2005 or so. Yeah. Yeah, thanks. I'm just improving it, trying to speak more, and that's why that's one of the reasons why am I even streaming right now. That's because I need to practice and make my English be more just be more used to develop to keep it in the good shape, in other words. Yeah, like that. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, it's quite late here. It's 12:30 a.m. right now in my region. So I have to end the stream right now. thank you for the conversation, and I don't know actually when exactly I will stream, but I think I'll make the schedule. I will stream anyway on Sundays and Saturdays, but I think I'll notify somehow how exactly and when exactly I will be streaming on the next